back to Airport ACEO here on RawSlowGaming, where we like it to take it raw and slow in each and single game we're playing, even though we are running full speed ahead at the moment here in this game, our triple speed. We'll slow it down now. So actually rolled forward quite a bit since last time around. I don't know, we probably were like maybe in year 1, while we are in year 3 now, just due to building up some cash. We also have set the auto schedule on, or auto planner on, since we were able to do that with the COO and CIO hired at the airport. Unfortunately, this is still not really fixed. What with this enabled, they pretty much slot in at the same time. You can't really nudge them, so to say, much, or offset them really. It do work with setting specific stands to each of the airlines. That works totally fine though, so that's nice at least. And it looks like you can set Auto Planner active on individual stands actually, and that is a new feature, I think, and it's pretty nice. Of course, our project that we were doing or are doing still is the next step in the tutorial here to, well, purchase a stair track. That's not really going to happen, since we are going to try to do 2 levels at once. We want to connect to the second level, so we'll probably skip that. I remember that we were saying like at 1 pier here and 1 pier here. I just don't remember why we thought this would be. Did we think that it would be taxiway? Let's see here. Double this, like this way, pretty much all the way down here. I don't remember. That's really not that great, and I also don't remember how the stands were going. But the last one I want. Do I want that spot on here, or do I want a little bit of space in between? So we can fit like, yeah, 2 more, I guess. So basically I'm going to choose where we want this to go. So something like that maybe, then we can have a road around it if we want to. Here 2 times. Or if we want to, we can have it even more here, but I think that will work. Of course, we sort of maybe would have wanted an overhang there, but that is something we can manufacture later if that is something we do want. So I think we'll put in that right now. 2 apart and the same as the previous one, so something like that. And then we'll do like that, 3 apart. Or 3 spaces in between. That might work out for us. And then of course we need more terminal space. So how is it looking here on the first level? Like that. So what we want to do then of course is to have, where do we want it? I guess here. Yeah, so from that tile, where are we? So this line and this line, yeah, and then we want it to connect to the taxiway or the taxi line, so something like that. And then we probably want to deploy a few more contractors at least. Maybe not all, but we'll deploy 10, or no, we'll deploy all. We don't really want to sit along here and wait all a day. Yeah, we probably want to speed up the game a fair bit as well. So let's do that. And sorry, losing my voice already or something. And then the taxiway, of course, we are doing. What are we doing? We're doing 7 wide, 8 wide. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, exactly. We're doing this 7 wide. Yeah. So how wide is this? If we were to do, right, so that's 7 and 7 by 7. I think that maybe we want, like, this is, yeah, exactly. How do we plan this? I know we plan this further. We really need, oh Jesus, we really need to do that no matter what. So getting that in, we're pretty much already out of cash, and this terminal bit is the bit that is going to be really expensive. And as I said, saved up a bit of money to do this, and I will blow it straight away. That's not good. All right, so we need a bit of terminal here also, and I think that actually sort of ties into what we're doing. So I think that that's pretty nice actually. So we might keep it there no matter what. And then we'll see how expensive this part of the terminal is going to be. I would guess it's crazy expensive. And we definitely have a lot of constructors going about doing their business and looking awfully fun. And we seem to have maybe a little bit of too few janitors, and also somehow we got late planes. I don't understand why at all, but we do. We'll not really look into that now. I'm not going to bother with it. So level 1 terminal. Oh, that were actually better than I thought. For sure. No, I feel like this is this one time too long down? No, it's exactly where I want it to be. That's good. Hooray for me. So, do we want this? No, we can build it longer later if we need to. So, that is what we need to build. So, obviously we're probably going to demolish all of this or add in the underfloor once we feel like we need it. At the moment, we're just building up the parts that we need to make the first floor terminal, so to say. As you probably already have figured out. Just to start to shape this up a little bit better. I don't know if what releases have been made recently actually to the game. I think it's pretty much bug fixes. I do know that they just released the soundtrack separately, actually, pretty much as I'm playing this or for this weekend. Even though this will probably be out for next weekend, pretty much, which is what will that be? Around the 20th of no, not 20th, like 16th of February or something like that. So for this weekend, the 9th of February, they added the soundtrack as a separate release, I believe, and that's pretty nice. And some stable or some updates for the game, pretty much in just a stability, so to say. And yeah, of course they are taking this first, which is always frustrating. And it takes away because, well, you're always building so much taxiway pretty much. And I do appreciate sort of, at least with this 7 wide, the difference between the medium and the small ones. But this small taxiway we did really small also, probably a little bit smaller than needed, so to say. But yeah, we are going to do something smart here, hopefully. I already, even though we unlocked all the times, I sort of feel like the map already is small. But I'm sure the devs are looking into that as well. Changing the size of the map, or at least allowing us to have a little bit of a bigger map if we would like to. But of course, the game is struggling a bit once you get a couple of 1,000 packs at your airport. So having a super big airport maybe is not so viable or really reasonable, but one sure would like to nonetheless, so you can fit everything you want into the airport and enough taxiways and runways and everything like that. And just talking on here, really waiting for the guys to come to what we are building here. So let's for a little while actually look at our terminal, even though it's dead empty right now. But yeah, in the middle of the night, that usually is what's happening. And can we actually skip today? Or aircraft in motion, all right. Can we do that soon? Now, maybe? Where is an aircraft in motion? I don't understand. Oh, there we go. I guess it's due to the general aviation. Yeah. So unfortunately, we can skip forward to the next day. But nonetheless, if you are enjoying the game, remember to smash that like button, or enjoying this series and this video rather, smash that like button. And if you are wanting to see more and follow along on our journey here on Airport ACEO or any other game, hit that subscribe button, and you can also hit that notification bell icon if you want to be really sure to not miss out on anything when a new episode is out on any of our series. That we upload 1 episode per day. The game varies from Airport ACEO to Snowtopia to FIFA Manager or Football Manager and all the things in between, so to say. So finally got some peeps working on this foundation here, so that's good. What's not so good is our cash is even lower here now after the night, but can't do too much about that. Speaking a little bit about airlines and airline games or airports, I should recommend like an MMO that I recently found that I totally got stuck with for the last 2 weeks, called Airline Club. It's a web browser game. But it's really neat and pretty deep simulation, I think, so do check that out if you're interested in a good airline simulation game. It's all text-based, but some pretty nice graphic features actually, but it's really all about stats and everything like that, so if you're wanting to play something like this, then that game isn't for you, for sure. Alright, so we need to demolish a bit of walls, and I'm actually really surprised that that I were affording all the terminal that we actually needed to build here at the moment. Didn't think that would happen. So that is a nice surprise. That means I don't need to, well, skip ahead of time so much for next episode, or maybe we do, but no matter what, I don't need to do it too much, which is really nice. These do need upgrading, of course, though, Jetway, but they are only 20k. And we do, of course, need the taxiway here. So, taxiway. So what are we going to do? Insufficient funds, all right. Are we going doing 7x7 and having two in-betweens. 7 and 7. I don't know. And do I want it all the way there? I don't think so. I think the plan were to do something like this. Something like that, maybe even. 16, no, that doesn't. That, if we're really honest. But, yeah, for medium planes, I think this would be enough for dual, but not really. I think that should be better. Do we have the space? Yeah, we do have the space. So I think that is what we'll aim to do. But we can start with a lot less, of course. So doing 9. That's 62. Oh, come on. Give us the funds that we need. 62, come on. There we go. And then we need a connection to this, to that. But not sure how we will connect that, but we'll connect this to that. And I will think about having something in between here, and something to bring the planes in here, of course. But yeah, as I said, that is a game I recommend you to check out. Also, I do want to hear what you guys think of this game, and also if you for some reason would like me to play Sim Airport, do write that in the comments, and I'll definitely check Sim Airport out and try it out on the channel and see what you think about it. Also, I do have my eyes open, of course, on what the Polish aircraft game, Aviation. I know some YouTubers got it early and had a look at it. Can't find the correct name at the moment, but that also looks pretty interesting with the proper eras and things like that. It looks a little bit basic, really, to be honest. Real welders are, I know it's the devs, but I can't find the name of the actual game, which is stupid. Talking about the game I can't find the name on, but yeah, anyway, that game looks pretty interesting. Definitely will showcase that, I think, when that do releases. But we'll see. Also, I actually myself have finally booked something to look forward to, and somewhere to fly to. So really looking forward to that. We'll go to Portugal in August. So really looking forward to that. It's only like 6 months away, but already looking forward. But that's due to not having releasing anything else booked in terms of holiday, and as such, really always enjoying the holidays. So really looking forward to that, I said, and thoroughly enjoying Portugal. Also looking and planning and thinking about going somewhere quite warm and nice, and preferably decently cheap, and for November or December, which is warm and nice. I said, I probably already said that, but for 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. So if you have any suggestion for somewhere to go that is according to that description, nice and warm and like 30 degrees in the water, do leave a comment about that, and I'll surely check it out. At the moment, we are thinking about something like Vietnam, Thailand, or Zanzibar or something like that. In those sort of regions, pretty much Southeast Asia or maybe Africa. But yeah, we'll see what we end up doing. So another day coming here pretty soon, but yeah, not so much progress, but still a bit of progress, and I think we'll leave it here and we'll roll forward here a bit just to get up a bit of cash so we can finish this off and work on the tutorial properly. Even though the next thing to buy is a one stair truck, which we will not really use, but that's fine, really. But as I said, I'm surprised that we got this far, sort of, with the money that we had, especially getting in all the terminal space here that we wanted. Advanced runway lighting. All right, so we need some runway lights, I guess. And we should have, let's actually do that here a little bit fast first. Research, we haven't doubled anything in at all in this episode, and that is pretty dumb. All right, what do we need for that? So nothing from this really, but we can just research things here no matter what. So research the bolt loader. We'll research what more. Let's do the icing, I guess. So let's get that started, and we'll see here. As said, we'll cut it here, I think, and move it forward a fair bit before coming back to you here in Airport ACEO. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, and bye-bye. You have been watching RawSlowGaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right, our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.